like to shout out to my trainer, LT. You know, we've been working hard. He's been on me, make sure my cardio is up, make sure that, you know, I can move to the next level.
My name is Duan Rodriguez. Started my career here at TFA. Been training real hard. I'd like to thank Todd for the opportunity. Just ready to go put on a show. I'm from fighting out of the West Coast Academy. I'd like to thank Coach Brian, Coach Fred for getting me ready, and we're going to put on a show.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the 7th fight of the night. Again, we're here at TFA 32 Annihilation. We have currently Dwayne Rodriguez coming out in the blue corner, and he's going to fight Dwight Hargrave in the red corner.
We only had one decision the whole night. I want you guys to really recognize that. Now, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6'2", 165 pounds, a freestyle fighter fighting out of Team Knuckle Up. Give it up for TFA veteran Dwight Hargrave.
Both these guys are amped up. They've both been training hard. Dwayne is making his MMA debut. Dwight has already fought before. He's 0-1, but he's hungry. I saw a focus in him when I talked to him earlier today. He's here to win tonight. He's changed his game a lot of it. He's become more aggressive. He's a different fighter than he was last time, so you should see an exciting fight tonight.
Standing here with Dwight Hargrave. Dwight, you put on an impressive first fight last time you fought. What's going on in your mind right now?
Man, I'm just anxious, man. I've been up pretty early today, like preparing, like mentally, just getting ready. Like, I don't know nothing about the cat I'm fighting. It's gonna be his first fight, so I get to welcome him to the octagon, and you know, it's my turn.
Yeah, you're a veteran already.
Yeah, now I am, man. The first fight, like, real talk, I went back and watched the fight. Like, honestly, I've only been training for that fight maybe like 2 months. Came straight from the streets, so wow. You know, I have no previous experience in the cage or like professional fighting at all. So I feel like I held my own, did my due. So I went back, took notes, and you know, I'm ready to show off what I can do, man.
So you know, Jacob, as commentators, we possess a lot of power, and when we made our comments about Dwight's last MMA fight here at TFA, we made a comment that he wasn't being aggressive enough. Well, he told us tonight he's bringing the aggressiveness and he's ready. He's back already, coming back from a loss, and he's here to make up.
Fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'11", 165 pounds. He's a stand-up fighter fighting on the West Coast Academy. Give it up to Duan Rodriguez.
Saying, where do you see this fight coming out with freestyle against stand-up?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. This is going to be an interesting fight. I think Duan, you know, he's a humble guy. He's very cerebral. Obviously, he's pretty intellectual. So I'm standing here with Duan Rodriguez. Duan, you're making your MMA debut tonight.
Yep.
So tell us how you feel.
I feel good. Been training for a long time for this moment. So I'm glad it's here, ready to put on a show.
What do you feel like your strengths are?
I'm an overall good fighter. Real athletic. My boxing's pretty good, and my fight IQ, I'd say, is my best strength.
Your what?
Fight IQ.
Fight IQ?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you tell people what that is?
Just knowing what position to get out of, you know, what to do in there. Have a pretty good game plan all the time.
He said he's going to focus on stand-up and his boxing specifically. I know his opponent is more of a freestyle fight, but we'll have to see what happens. Both these guys are here to fight, so we'll have to wait.
TFA fans, we got 3 more battles tonight. These guys are definitely punching and kicking each other in the face. So again, I ask you, TFA fans, are you ready for a fight?
Again, Dwayne Rodriguez in the blue corner is making his MMA debut. I know he trains at a West Coast Academy in Bakersfield, and Dwight trains for Team Knuckle Up in Los Angeles. I've never heard of Team Knuckle Up, but it sounds pretty tough. So we'll have to see what happens. And here we go. The fighters are kind of feeling each other out. It looks like Dwayne landed a leg kick to Dwight. Yeah,
Team Knuckle Up is definitely a good hashtag, and we're looking at two guys who are about the same height, about the same weight. Dwight has just one loss under his belt, but he's come to. That was a big, fat knockout from the blue corner. Dwayne Rodriguez taking this fight in the first round within a minute. Dwight, come on over here. There's no doubt in my mind, you're one of the coolest people I've ever met here at TFA. You're one of the best guys I've ever interviewed back there. You're a tough son of a bitch. You lost the second fight. What do you got to say? Bullshit. Let's go again. Let's go again. It's all about TFA. Y'all not going to cheer? Y'all not going to cheer, huh? You've been out for a long. This guy's just charismatic as hell. We hope to see him back in TFA real soon. Dwight Hargrave.
Duane, congratulations again. That was the quickest fight of the night in 23 seconds. Give us your thoughts.
I wanted to come out strong, you know. Like, it was kind of cold, so I wanted to jump on him. But he was smart, so that's what happened.
Anybody you want to thank?
I just want to thank my team, West Coast Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm going to be back. But damn, bro. I'm going to keep putting in work and come back.
So you're going to come back?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Give it up for Duane Rodriguez.
Hey, what's up everybody? Eric the Viking here. It's been a while, but I'm back because I love TFA. I love doing my thing here. Had some time off, had some medical issues, had a couple surgeries, but I've been back training. I'm strong, I'm healthy, so bottom line, I'm just ready to do my thing, take it to my opponent like I do. So let's get to it. It's nothing else.
I'm Jeff Sutton. I'm coming back with the TFA for my second fight. I'd like to thank Joey and Todd for this opportunity. My coaches, Brad, Johnny, Kareem, fighting out of the sweatshop. I'll be fighting Eric the Viking. I know he's a tough opponent. That's what I want. Tough fight. I'm going to put on a good show.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fight a lot of people paid a ticket to see. It's the green-eyed monster, the 5%er from South Bay Jiu-Jitsu, Eric the Viking Hinckley. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, Jeffrey Sutton. He's a wrestler fighting out of the Sweatshop MMA in Long Beach. And he has his work cut out for him.
All right, fans, let's get these warriors out of the cage. It's going to be a short fight. Fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'8", 205 pounds, a freestyle fighter from South Bay Jiu-Jitsu. Some of you guys might know him, Eric the Viking Hinckley.
Okay, Jacob, here comes your man, Eric the Viking Hinckley. You train with him. Tell us a little bit about him.
Well, you know, Eric's he's an extremely tough guy. He's a great athlete. He brings a lot of intensity to the table. He's been a man on a mission. He hasn't fought for a while, but I know he's been looking forward to this fight. He just wants to get in there and get a win.
Yeah, Eric is a big guy, and a lot of people came here tonight. They paid their good hard-earned cash to come see this man fight tonight.
Yeah, and I know he brought a big contingency with him. He's got a lot of fans. You know, not only does Eric do MMA, but he's been doing a lot of grappling lately, and he also has a lifetime background in bodybuilding and weightlifting as well. So I'm standing here with the very popular Eric the Viking. Eric, it's been almost 2 years since you fought with the TFA. What's going on through your mind right now?
Just nothing much. Just I feel good. I feel great. Just ready to fight. Just ready to do it and get it on. And it's pretty cut and dry. There's not a whole lot to my method, but just to go in there and do what it is that I do.
What have you been working on specifically? Anything, any kind of training that you've been doing?
I have had a chance to work my stand-up. I tend to go to the ground a lot. I just like the dominating feeling of the ground and pound. But I've been working on my stand-up, my Muay Thai, my boxing especially. Just getting it as crisp and as fluent as I can, moving my feet, getting those, get my feet under me, and just trying to perfect it, as best I can to go along with my ground game.
How do you see the fight going down tonight?
I think I got sort of a different mindset. Aggressiveness, all that killer instinct doesn't go away. It's built within me, but I'm going to take sort of a maybe a little calmer approach. I'm a little older, I'm a little wiser, which makes me more dangerous actually than when I was, coming out crazed and whatever like people like to see, and they may get a taste of that if I have to turn it on, but it's a little more methodical, a little more technical, and I actually do what it is that I train, to do.
It looks like his opponent, Jeffrey Sutton, is, I know you talked to earlier today, and the guy's a monster too. I mean, they're both respectively huge for the light heavyweight division, and this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight for sure.
Yeah, kind of physically, it's kind of coincidentally they both kind of match up in their height as well, which is unusual for people for the 205. So they're both muscular, stout. They're going to be probably impossible to take down. So you're going to probably see a lot of punches and kicks being thrown in this fight, and so we'll have to see what happens.
His opponent, standing 5'8", 205 pounds, a wrestling specialist at the Sweatshop MMA. Give it up for Jeffrey Sutton!
comes Jeffrey Sutton. Jeffrey is 0-1 with the TFA. Again, 5'8", 205 pounds. He put on a pretty good show last time. He's a lot tougher than I think people give him credit for. I mean, he's not the most muscular guy, but he's just an extremely tough guy. He trains a lot, obviously, lifts weights. But he's here to fight, and he's trains out of a great gym at the Sweatshop in Long Beach. So I'm standing here with Jeffrey Sutton. Jeffrey, this is your second fight with the TFA. You had an impressive first fight. What's going on in your mind right now?
Right now I'm just focusing on this next fight. Last fight isn't even in my head right now. Been training hard, training differently than I did for the last fight. You know, just working on my stand-up a lot more and finishes.
So you said you're training differently. You're working up your Muay Thai and your finishes. Can you tell us about that?
Muay Thai, I'm working on being more flexible, throwing my hands more, and my takedown defense. Most of my cardio.
So what do you feel your strengths are?
My strengths right now are going to be my stand-up and my takedowns. My takedown defense, at least.
Okay, good. Do you know anything about your opponent?
I know he's a tough opponent. You know, I'm not. You know, I trained hard for that because I know he's going to try and take me down. So I trained really hard to not get taken down this time, and I'm not going to let him take me down.
Looks can be deceiving. I mean, the guy doesn't look like he's missed a workout in a few months here. I'm sure he's been training hard to go up against a monster like Hinckley, and tonight he better bring his A game for sure, because not only does he maybe have a little bit less muscular build than Hinckley, but also this building is jam-packed with Viking fans.
We're going to get the rules from our head referee, Larry Dammons. Jeffrey, get in here. Let's get a stand down going.
Okay, guys, give me a quick fighter. They might come out at all time. Any questions? Let's drink water. Touch gloves. You ready to rock?
All right, guys, these guys are bringing it all. Are you? Let's see the big fans. Ready for a fight!
Well, I know I've been looking forward to this one. Jacob, I know you train with the Viking. Tell me a little bit about him.
Viking's an intense guy. He's tough. He's strong. He's well-rounded. He's worked on his striking skills a little bit. He told me he's going to feel out his opponent a little bit and see what happens. And here he is, Eric shooting already for that double leg, and it looks like he's already taken down Jeffrey Sutton already. And again, it's Eric the Viking in the red corner versus Jeffrey Sutton in the blue corner. Honestly, I can't even see what happened right now.
Well, I saw Jeffrey. He immediately took that or when Eric shot in for that takedown, Jeffrey immediately cinched on that the head. He put on a headlock. Sorry, excuse me. We're just all excited here for this fight, and now it looks like we got the Viking on top, raining down blows on Jeffrey Sutton. This could be over very quick, Jacob.
Looks like Eric's doing what he does best, ground and pound, kicking ass. It looks like he's just manhandling Jeffrey. And I can't see what's going on, but I think Eric the Viking's dominating. And we'll see how long this fight goes on, but it looks like it's pretty one-sided at this point.
Well, I didn't get a good look at Jeffrey before the fight started, but I know how big and thick the Viking is, and I know he could take a punch as well as give one, and it looks like he's giving a few to Jeffrey Sutton right now, just banging on him, waiting for the referee to stop this thing, and I think it's all but over.
I think, to Jeffrey's credit, he's still hanging in there. He hasn't stopped the fight, so it looks like he's taking quite a beating, but we'll have to see how long this can go on until the ref stops. Looks like the ref did stop it. I don't know if they want to get both his fighters to stand up to kind of reset themselves or what, but looks like they're both on their feet.
It looked like an illegal blow from Eric, the Viking. I think maybe he hit him in the back of the head possibly while he was on the ground, I think, and they're restarting the fight now.
Yeah, you're right. It looks like they're resetting, which is in Jeffrey's favor because he was getting, frankly, dominated by the Viking. Probably took a lot of blows. He's probably a little bit tired right now. Eric looks like he's out for blood. And now it looks like he's trying to take down Jeffrey. He has him against the cage. Jeffrey's defending that single leg. And now the first round ends. So it's pretty much domination by the Viking. And we'll have to see what happens in the second round. But, you know, Eric, he came out striking. He looked like he was a lot of intensity. Jeffrey, to his credit, survived that barrage of punches. Did get hit in the head. They reset it, and I'm going to score that with the Viking because I thought he was a little more dominant, a little more aggressive, and he kind of controlled Jeffrey a little more.
Well, I wonder, Jacob, if Jeffrey came here just to survive the fight, or does he have what it takes to finish the fight? He's got his work cut out for him with the Viking on the opposite end of this cage, and the Viking's definitely maneuvering around the ring well. He's maneuvering well. He's landed some solid punches, including the one illegal blow that stopped the fight initially and had to be restarted.
I do know Eric's been working on his stand-up skills. He's working on his striking, his punching. He's working on his cardio. He's getting to his words, getting more well-rounded in everything that he does regarding MMA. So we'll see what he brings in this second round. I'm looking forward to both these guys duking it out.
The Viking, of course, the brother of Maverick and the Soul Collector. The takedown with the leg.
It looks like Eric tried kind of a lazy kick. I mean, Jeffrey trying to do a lazy kick on Eric, and Eric, to his credit, took him down and is probably grounding and pounding him right now, although I can't see anything, because literally 99, or I want to say 100% of the fans are here or on their feet right now. That's how excited they are at 10:30 here out in Wilmington, watching Eric the Viking versus Jeffrey Sutton.
Oh, looked like a low blow from Jeffrey Sutton onto the Viking. So the ref again will pause this fight, separate both fighters, and restart it.
Yeah, that was looked like he had quite a bit of force in that knee while they were standing up. It looks like Jeffrey threw a knee, I'm sure accidentally, at the Viking, hit him in the groin. So he's going to give the Viking time to recover and then reset. But this is a high-intensity fight from two big guys. Both these guys are stout. Again, this is 205-pound weight class at 5'8". So that's a lot of muscle that they've got in there. All those blows, even those softer, even those little rabbit punches, whatever, they hurt at that weight. They're inflicting a lot of damage, and now they're chanting Viking. I think Viking has a large contingency here, fans here. Again, he's recovering from a illegal blow to the groin by Jeffrey, but it's kind of giving both these guys a little moment to kind of reset. And so you probably see some renewed energy from these guys when the fight starts.
Looks like Jeffrey's getting a little antsy. He's anxious to get this fight started up and get back to business here. We're all just waiting for the Viking to recoup and adjust himself, I'd say. Looks like we have some blood in the cage. I think the Viking has been busted open here.
Yeah, well, it's hard to see from here, but as you all know, this is a rough sport. There's going to be some blood in there, so it's just part of the sport. And now it looks like these two are to kind of feel each other out now, trying to get some strikes in there, trying to set something up. To Viking's words earlier, he wanted to showcase his striking a little more, so he is kind of setting the pace and trying to feel Jeffrey out, looking for opportunities. Again, Jeffrey has more of a wrestling background, so he's probably trying to look for an opportunity to take the Viking down. But again, the Viking shooting for a single leg. Jeffrey defending well. Oh, it looks like Viking just knocked down Jeffrey.
Well, you could hear the thump on the mat as the Viking lays into Jeffrey Sutton and sent him down to the mat very quickly. And I'm thinking Eric is on the ground trying to capitalize on this. Maybe a submission, maybe just a hold to let the judges know that he's in control of this fight. Both men compacted and full and very muscled, and this fight could go on for a while.
Looks like Eric is trying to guillotine choke on Jeffrey, and the time ran out in the second round. Both these guys look a little bit tired, but that's to be expected from a guys of their size, throwing as many punches and kicks and takedowns as they have. So we'll have to see what the third round brings. It's hard to choke out guys of that size. Their necks are so big. It takes a lot of muscle and a lot of effort to do that. So we'll have to see what the third round has to bring. I couldn't see half that fight, so I don't know what went on. but I just saw a lot of action going on. All these fans are excited here. They're on their feet. Again, this is the 8th fight of the night. We're here in Wilmington at the Longshoreman Hall, Wilmington, California. It's 10 something at night, and everybody here, 90% of the audience is still here on their feet, excited, screaming for either the Viking or for Jeffrey, because they're showing support for their fighters.
And that's what it's all about, making the crowd happy and getting them to their feet and screaming. That's the point of all this, and going out there and showing what you've worked so hard for in your training camps, and coming out here and putting it to use. And it looks as though the cut man did some work on the Viking, and like you said, you're right. Great point. Very hard to submit somebody, especially with a chokehold. Their neck's so thick, and both of them just going to continue to throw blows and hope to knock the other one out.
You know, one thing, both our arms are low, our hands are low because they're both tired. I'd like to see both their hands get up because at some point someone's going to get knocked out, but both their hands are down, which means they're both tired, so they're both probably striking a little more as opposed to shooting in, because that probably takes a lot more energy than striking at this moment. So both of them are looking for angles, they're looking for openings to try their combinations, but I'd like to see both their hands come up. Eric did a great job of looking for a single leg takedown, and it looks like he's taking Jeffrey down to the cage.
Yeah, definitely, Jacob. He took him down, and I can't really see if he's able to capitalize by putting on a submission or just putting on a hold so he can catch his breath, which is very important when you get some of these bigger stacked guys with all this muscle, and you know, their breathing has got to come into factor here. And Jeffrey Sutton looks to be trying to keep his composure, again, catch his breath also, so that maybe he can be stood up, which is what the ref is doing, I believe, right now, possibly. He might stand both fighters back up, which is probably where they want to be, and maybe they have a little bit more wind in their sails.
Yeah, I mean, with 2-minute rounds, you can't stay on the ground so long if nobody's dominating, because the round will be over. So you got to force the action. That's why these are amateur rounds at 2 minutes versus 3 minutes versus sometimes 5 minutes in the UFC. So you got to press the action. You got to keep it going. And that's what's exciting about an amateur fight. The action is pressed. It forces action. And honestly, I can't see what's going on right now. I think Eric's dominating, but I can't tell. But both these guys are tired, and it looks like it's going to go to the judges. Let's go to the cage.
All three judges see it the same way. A unanimous decision for your winner. Out of the red corner,
Jeffrey, you came in, you hit hard, you showed everybody what you got. You plan on coming back to TFA?
Oh yeah.
You guys fought really hard, and you did that there, punched really hard.
Yeah.
I can tell you guys put everything you had on the line and did it big for all these TFA fans. Let's give it up for Jeffrey Sutton.
During this way. Come on, you guys.
Eric, congratulations. You did what you did best. That's kicking ass. And this is thoughts on the fight.
Jeff is a tough-ass fucking kid. That is a tough dude right there. I didn't underestimate him. I didn't take it for granted. I wasn't overconfident. I just know I'm going to win. But
anyone you want to thank?
I want to thank Todd, Joey, that good-looking motherfucker right there, Toby, just because you're looking sharp tonight. My corner, Ray, my baby girl Alexis, is cornering me tonight. All my people, I came to watch you tonight. To watch some old man get down, still got a little bit, still whipping these youngsters' asses.
Turn them around, please, to the camera.
But I just want to thank everybody for coming out, showing me support, giving me love, not hating on me. And fuck, I'm going to get a big ass pizza.
Hirschberger here, coming at you one more time for the TFA event. I'm 1-0 in my first contest here, looking to get a second victory under my belt. Have a tough kid in front of me, Tyler Smith, and I'm hoping to put on a good show for you guys. Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate Todd and all the TFA does, and have a good time.
Hello, this is Tyler out of Classic Fight Academy. This shall be my 7th fight, first fight at TFA, and coming to bring the show.
Well, here we go. Last fight of the night. Fight number 8, light heavyweights. Bo Hirschberger returning to the TFA cage to take on Tyler Smith. Happy birthday, by the way. Belated birthday. Out of the blue corner.
All right, TFA fans. This is the last fight of the night, guys. Don't blink. Fighting out of the red corner. Fighting, standing 6'1", 205 pounds. Fighting at Hickson Gracie MMA, Black House MMA. Give it up for Bo Hirschberger!
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with the last fight of the night. We have Bo Hirschberger in the red corner at 1-0 versus Tyler Smith in the blue corner at 4-2.
Oh man, this is the main event, folks. Bo Hirschberger coming in with this capacity crowd strictly behind him tonight, and he's got a lot of people to fight for.
Yeah, I know Bo not only is not only a fighter, obviously, but he's also an instructor with a large following base. He trains out of MMA, Rickson Gracie in Torrance, so he's local. Tyler's training out of the Classic Fight team in Orange County, so he's come a long way, but he has a lot of fans as well. So I'm standing here with Bo Hirschberger. Bo, this is your second MMA fight with the TFA. You kind of blew through your first fight. So tell us about what's going on in your mind right now.
Not much. I'm pretty hungry. So as soon as I get done with these weigh-ins, I'm going to go get me a bite to eat.
Yeah, this is about the leanest I've ever seen you, so you must feel great and athletic. And
100%. Yeah.
And how you been, have you done anything different just to prepare for this fight in particular, or did you do standard training?
Yeah, I pretty much did standard training. I really pushed my cardio on this one. Made sure I was pushing in my 4 and 5 miles and trying to get them to the best time I possibly could. And just pushing myself in the gym, making sure that I worked hard when I was in my training sessions.
And what do you feel your strengths are?
Everything. Of course, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Okay. So, thank Graces Hickson for giving me those skills. And my boxing and kickboxing has improved tremendously over the last 10, 12 years. So I'm well-rounded there. Gifted with my wrestling with Bob Anderson. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. And, you know, I'm prepared to go wherever the fight takes me.
And it looks to me like the 90% of the people are here to watch this fight that were here 3 hours ago. So that's a testament to Bo and to Tyler and to the TFA as well.
It amazes me how much knowledge that these fans here at TFA have, knowing the lineage of the Gracie regime and the dynasty that they represent. Training Bo definitely gave him a big following and some big shoes to fill for sure.
Yeah, and Bro's got a lot of experience. I interviewed him earlier. He's been doing martial arts fighting for, I think, 20 plus years versus Tyler, who's a bit younger and doesn't have quite the experience.
All right, guys. His opponent fighting out of the blue corner. A tough kid, I know this for sure. 6'0", 205 pounds. Fighting style, butt kicker. Fighting on the classic fight team out of Orange County. Give it up for our last warrior of the evening, Tyler Smith!
Here comes Tyler Smith. Again, Tyler Smith, 4'2", 6 foot, 205 pounds. Seems like a real athletic guy. I'm sure he's going to put on a good show tonight.
Oh, definitely. These two styles are going to clash. We got Bo with the MMA Gracie background and Tyler coming out of Classic Fight Team. Well, let's hope those extra large gloves help him in his fight style, which is butt kicking.
Yeah, that's funny. He did mention his fight style was butt kicker, so we'll have to see if he can deliver on those words. But I'm standing here with Tyler Smith. Tyler, you're making your debut with the TFA. How do you feel right now?
I feel good, man. I'm ready to go in there, whoop some butt, you know, put on a good performance. For my first time at TFA, you know, they've treated me really well and ready to put it on.
What do you feel your strengths are?
I feel like I'm really well-rounded, you know. I don't have very many holes in my game, and I'd have to say lately my latest strength has been stand-up. I really just love to get out there and, you know, do it, but I've been grappling forever, so I don't really see like I have a super strength or super weakness, you know. Like, well, they're all super strengths in my head, you know what I'm saying?
So how long have you been training?
I've been training since I was 10 years old. Just turned 21 yesterday, and yeah, man, I got experience. You know,
yeah.
I'm ready to fight some good guys.
Do you know anything about your opponent?
I've heard a lot of good things about him. I heard he trains with Hickson. I heard he used to train fighters, but I don't think he'll be able to keep up with me. I'm there tonight.
So how do you see the fight going down?
You know, I see me roughing him up. I see me hitting him on the feet. I see me taking him down if I want to. And I don't think, I heard his jiu-jitsu is his strength, and I don't see him being good enough to tap me. And, you know, I expect to go out there and, you know, just put it on, you know, just keep on fighting. I don't give up. I don't stop. And he's going to have his hands full, to say the least.
All right, you heard it from Tyler Smith. He's going to have his hands full. Good luck, Tyler.
Again, Bo's a lot more experience. He's been doing this for 20 plus years, maybe 25, but he's a little bit older. So it's kind of experience versus youth here in this matchup. So we'll see what happens. Bo had a great first fight last event with the TFA. Kind of walked through his opponent. I don't know a lot about Tyler. I do know he trains in Orange County out of the Classic Fight Team. I don't know a lot about that school, so we'll have to see what happens. But I think this is going to be a high energy fight. I'm looking forward to it. Both these guys are great. They're very humble. So again, we've got about 95% of the original crowd that was here at 6:30. They've waited 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 4 hours for the entire TFA event.
TFA fans, this is the main event of the evening. If it doesn't matter, I want to see these guys do a stand-off. So let's bring both guys to the middle and turn it over to Larry Landis for your rules, guys.
Okay, guys, you heard my instructions outside. Give me a good clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Any questions, blue corner? Any questions, red corner? Touch gloves. Get ready to rock and roll.
All right, guys, TFA 32, Annihilation. This is the last time I get to do this. Are you the TFA fans?
I don't know about you, Jacob, but I'm ready for a fight. Bo returning to TFA with a 1-0 record here in the TFA Fighting Alliance.
And again, Bo is in the red corner, Bo Hirschberger versus Tyler Smith in the blue corner, and it's kind of experience versus youth in this fight. We'll have to see what happens. Both these guys are ready to bang. They're both tough guys. They're kind of right now. They're kind of feeling each other out, trying to gauge distance, look for openings, look for combinations or a chance for a takedown, and kind of go from there. So it looks like they're both kind of locked up, and it looks like Bo has Tyler pressed against the cage. He's probably looking for a takedown. Tyler's defending that and throwing knees at Bo. So Bo backed off, and now they are squared off again.
I don't know if you noticed that, but Tyler went in for a leg kick to the side, and Bo just caught it and looked at him and said, "No, I don't think so, brother." Put it back down on the ground and cinched him up. I mean, he's so calm in there, it's scary. Tyler Smith coming out of the Classic Fight team, his fight style is butt kicker. What do you know about the butt kicking style there, Jacob?
Well, I'd never heard of that as a formal fight style, but whatever works for you. He does have 4 wins under his MMA tenure so far. But it looks both these guys are landing some blows. It looks like Tyler's throwing some leg kicks. I don't know if they're doing a lot to Bo. Again, as you mentioned, Bo's calmness due to his experience. He's looking for an opportunity. Tyler's being a little more of the aggressor, like throwing some more combinations. Both these fighters are again feeling each other out in the first round and looking for opportunities for takedowns. They're looking for combinations. They're both about the same height, so one doesn't really have a longer reach than the other. And it looks like the ref is stopping the fight. The ref is, I don't know what he's doing. Do you know what's going on?
It looked like the ref took exception to a low kick possibly, or, well, he's restarting the fight. It must have just been a low kick, something illegal. But our vision is impaired here at the booth, and from what I could see, it's nothing but Bo being calm in this first round and showing his experience.
Is it me, or as opposed to last time, these folks don't have shin guards on? So those kicks hurt a lot more than you think. So both these folks have been landing punches and kicks on each other. You don't have those shin guards, that hurts. So both these guys have been training so hard that their shins have been desensitized to that pain, and both their bodies are used to getting hit because they're big dudes, right? These guys are 6 foot, 200 pounds, muscle, and when they throw blows, it hurts. And it looks like Bo's is being a little more defensive, looking for opportunity. Tyler's being a little more aggressive, but we'll have to see what happens in the second round. They both have their strategies, and they're both going to do what's best for them. So I'm going to look forward to some exciting rounds coming up here.
Bo, being just 21 years old with a 4-2 record, is very impressive, and he's showing he's very hungry, and he's not afraid to make a mistake in order for a huge reward. It's risk versus reward with him, and it seems like he's not afraid to risk for that reward, and a win over Bo Hirschberger would be huge.
It would be huge. It would put him on the TFA map for sure. Bo's a veteran. Bo's an instructor as well at Black House, and I don't know where else. I do know Bo also runs like a foundation or a school to help like disadvantaged children. So he's got a big heart as well. We talked about the last fight that he had. I didn't get a whole lot of more detail on it, but he does have a big heart in that regard, as well as being a great fighter. And Tyler brings a lot of energy. I know he's here to win. He's young. He wants to win. He's hungry. And so this is a good matchup so far. Both these guys are well matched. And so this has been an entertaining fight so far.
Well, Tyler might be a little bit winded in going into the second round, but I think it's serving a purpose for him here. I think he's slowed down a little bit and maybe engaging his next moves a little bit more cerebral. And I think Bo's taking exception to that also. He's putting his hands up more, whereas in the first round he kept him down. He was very confident. He saw Tyler coming in, making mistakes, and he wasn't too worried. now that Tyler's kind of slowed his game down a little bit, you'll see Bo raising his hands up, blocking and making sure he's taking the proper steps and covering up.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think Tyler, you know, due to his aggressiveness in the first round, maybe he's tired, maybe he wants to change strategy, who knows. But he's changing, he's going at a little bit of a slower pace, looking for opportunities and both these fighters have exchanged leg kicks so far. We've seen a lot of kicks to the leg so far, both inside leg kicks and outside leg kicks. It looks like Tyler did jumping kick, whatever that was. I couldn't quite tell, but Bo knew that was coming and backed away. So again, both these fighters are feeling each other out, looking for opportunities, looking for kicks, looking for punches. Maybe we'll see some takedowns in the second round, or maybe later on in the fight. But they're going to have to pick the pace up a little bit. They're going to have to pick the pace up in the third round because there wasn't a whole lot of damage done in that second round. So, and you never want to leave it to the judges. So I think we're going to see both these guys coming out banging in the third round.
If this were a heavyweight fight, Jacob, I think in the third round here, these guys being as tired as they are, it'd be a no-brainer for a knockout to occur. But being lightweights and being a little bit more fit, it might be a little bit harder to throw that knockout punch, as it might be a little bit easier for them to take a knockout punch and keep going. Both guys return to their corners, getting prepared for the third round to come out and end this show on a high note, we all hope.
Looks like both these guys are a little winded, which is understandable. It's the third round. It's been a long night. It's hard when you're the last fight of the night because all your emotions go up and down through the whole night. You know, you show up there, these guys are here at 5:30. Here it is 5 hours later that they're fighting. So that's pretty draining in itself. And now that they're fighting, this is the third round. But again, we're going to have to see more out of these guys in the third round to definitively win this fight. It was kind of back and forth. I don't even know how to score those first two rounds, but I think they're both going to come out kind of blasting away. They got 2 minutes. Again, this is opposed to the 3-minute rounds or even 5-minute rounds in some of the professional leagues. And both these guys look anxious. They look ready to win. And I think you're going to see some combinations and hopefully finish the fight before it goes to the judges.
Absolutely, Jacob. Neither of these guys wanted to go to judges' decision. And, you know, a lot of these fighters show up here at about noon, anywhere from noon, 2 o'clock. Here it is, almost 11:30 probably, near midnight when these fights end. And these guys show up to the weigh-ins ready to eat lightning and crap thunder. And then as the night wears on, you go through a roller coaster of emotions. Sometimes it benefits you and you're able to think of a game plan, get to know your opponent a little bit better. Other times you might demoralize yourself thinking too much about the fight.
They had weigh-ins at 11 a.m. this morning, so some folks have been around locally, been hanging out all day. You know, I like what Bo did. He did this like inside leg kick followed by a side kick with the same leg, which I thought was kind of cool. It's probably due to his martial arts training. That looked like a traditional karate kick, that side kick that he did. Again, both these guys are feeling each other out, but they gotta do something here. We got about a minute left in the fight. This is the third round. At this point, the fight could probably go either way. And so let's look for some opportunities for some strikes, and hopefully we might see a takedown or two.
Yeah, we don't want to overlook the fact that Bo has come in here with his MMA fight style from Rickson Gracie, the legend in the sport, and he's learned a lot, I'm sure, through that fight camp, and he's bringing it to the TFA fight stage tonight in this main event. And I hope for both these guys that it ends on a high note, because being the main event in a big show like this, it does cause a lot of stress, and I hope it pays off for both of them.
Right now, when he comes out,
What I did was train him.
lead for a little bit. Thank you, though.
Alright guys, after 3 rounds of shin kicking, we got a giant hematoma and a nice little split. We do though have a unanimous decision. The fighter, the winner, fighting out of the blue corner,
Oh, there was an awful lot of boos with that decision. So a lot of fans here to see you. What do you have to say?
I didn't pull the trigger enough. I appreciate everything that came out. I needed to fire more. And, I was just a smart kid. He wasn't in range too much for me. Every time I was going to go ahead and pull the trigger, I thought I better be cautious of a counter. And, I felt he was the same way. I think we could have been either way. I think he had a decision I don't know about, but hey, I got to look at the fight and we'll see from there.
Put on a hell of a fight. We all thank you for your contribution to the fine sport. Let's give it up for Paul Erkenberger.
Have a safe walk out of this place.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Tyler, congratulations. You were wrestling there. You threw a lot of leg kicks. You finished the fight. Tell us about it.
Just went out there and tried to do my thing. Come on, don't boo me. Come on. You don't have the balls to get in here.
Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank my sponsors, Mixed Months, MMA Fightwear, and ILoveFun.com. I want to thank my man, my mom, my dad, he's in the corner, that young buck over there. They gave birth to this thing, so, and all my teammates and everyone here except for the boomers.
Okay, see you again.
About TFA.
Oh, and TFA. Joey and Todd, you guys are cool.
Okay, see you again.
Yeah, I'll be back.
TFA has got balls.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. Grab a seat, get ready for some good times tonight. And then tonight, we will do a TFA show!
Okay, fans, here we go. Start out here. You guys know I asked you this for the first time. 8 fights tonight. Are you, the TFA fans, ready to fight?
That was an exciting first round. Half the crowd here, which by the way is packed, is on their feet. Both these guys are slugging it out.